back to Heidi Cooks Plants. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy mango corn salsa. When I did this recipe the first time, I was actually on the phone on hold with the cable company, and they, and so I threw the whole thing together while I was waiting on hold for like, an hour, but it really took me literally 5-10 minutes to assemble this. We start with frozen roasted corn. I get this at Trader Joe's. It is, it really makes a difference, the frozen roasted corn. And I just cook this in the microwave. This is about a half a bag. That's your base. So a half a bag in the bowl. And we're also going to use about a half a cup of chopped red onion. So that depends on the size of your onion. That was like a half of a really large red onion that I have. The other key ingredient, obviously, because we're making mango corn salsa, is the mango. I wanted to show you how to cut this if you've never worked with mango before. It can be a little bit tricky. You have to find where the pit is. So that kind of takes a little trial and error. So one side of it, you can slice all the way through. The other side, you kind of have to feel around and guesstimate where the other pit is. So basically this middle section is like all pit, but we're gonna cut some of that outer part. It's still edible. What I'm gonna do is take my knife and make like a crisscross tic-tac-toe, well, more than tic-tac-toe design on the inside, but I'm not cutting. The knife's just going right to the skin. It's not going all the way through. It's kind of like you can do, and a lot of people cut their avocados this way. So it's very similar to getting it. And this way, you don't have a huge mess, and it cuts them in fairly evenly pieces. So I have my kind of crisscross, and I'm just gonna take my spoon and scoop out all the little squares, the cubes. And if your knife didn't go all the way through, you can kind of take your spoon and divide up. And this also makes doesn't make a lot of mess because all the juice goes in the bowl. And then we'll take that with the other half. And I'm not a huge mango fan, but it tastes really good in the corn and the red onion. It's a nice balance of flavors. So there's all. And you could also, if you couldn't find fresh mango, I have made this with frozen mango. So if you have frozen mango, just thaw it out, and a lot of times those are really big pieces, just cut them into smaller pieces. And then this little kind of pit thing, I'm gonna cut the skin off. I find you don't get a lot this way, but you can kind of salvage a few pieces. And if any of you have any tips on how you cut your mangoes, leave me a comment, because I'm always open to new ideas on cutting fruit and all those sorts of things. The only other essential things in this recipe, of course, you need cilantro, because anytime you have a salsa recipe, you have to have cilantro. So this is about a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro. Goes in there. The other really key ingredient is fresh lime. So I've zested 1 lime. That's been dumped that in there. And I have the juice of that same lime. The only thing that you'll want to add is some freshly ground pepper. And that, of course, I didn't do any measurement, that's to taste. So we'll give it a few shakes of pepper and a little bit of salt. Try not to add too much salt to my cooking. So I'm gonna just add like 2 pinches of kosher salt. If you like it with more salt, then feel free to add it. And that's pretty much done. That's the whole thing. So I hope everybody's lockdown is going well, and hopefully I'm giving you some good ideas of changing up your menu ideas. If you like to make tacos, and today's Thursday, so it's not Taco Tuesday, but you can have this any day of the week. And of course, I have to sample it, right? My fork. And I'm gonna get some mango in here, some corn. It's delicious. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again soon in the kitchen. Bye everybody, thanks for watching.